mercy.
Derek, your mindset is, oh
Yes,
God,
very
it's
important.
the strength of everything that you do. Because when I look back, as you were saying, I grew up in the ghetto, and so many other people grew up in the ghetto, and they come out and they drink, smoke, curse, and do whatever. We never mingle with those people. We were so
Mm-hmm.
different and set apart from them. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
understand. Oh, we were even able to do that too. Anyhow, have no friends in the ghetto. Oh, you like that?
Mm.
You know. So right, we have
Right,
no
right.
friends in the ghetto, because if it wasn't, if we had kept friends in the ghetto, where would I be today? Most of them is
Mm.
dead.
Mm. Yep,
Right. Yeah,
yep.
most of them is dead and gone. Yes,
Dead and
and we
gone.
are here. Yes, and we are still here, alive, well, helping each other and uplifting each other. Okay, because
Mm-hmm.
every day I go somewhere, I'm uplifting other people. You know. So, and you are doing the same thing too, and I'm thankful for the mindset that you're giving us. Not only that, but reinforcing it of us so we can remember, because sometimes we have mindsets that goes dead, goes dormant, goes all over the place. But with you coming back and bringing back that alive in us, we are able, to pursue that mindset, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And great presentation, Dr. Derek. Awesome presentation. Not only awesome, but the uplifting presentation, to be uplifting others. That's what I look for. I don't worry about great presentation and awesome presentation. I look for uplifting somebody's spirit, somebody's soul, and you have been doing that, Dr. Derek. Okay,
Mm. Amen.
and
All
thank
right.
you so
Wonderful.
much. All right, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you so
All right.
much.
Thank you very much, Queen Rosanna. Really appreciate you. All right. Any other comment? All right.
Yeah,
So we
thank you,
all
Dr.
right,
Derek.
Queen Dr. Nadu.
Yeah, I do appreciate everything that you are bringing to the table. And it's not easy because I watch so many people coming with the projects. And then when they ask them to go and bring a plan, they disappear because in their mind, once they have the money, because they hear that this organization or other is giving money to help small businesses. So they said, I have the idea, everything is clear, I just need the money.
Mm-hmm.
And they fell. So
Yep.
sometimes we don't need that much money. Like we say,
Mm-hmm.
20% and 80%. If you are well organized, everything 80% on the mindset
Mm-hmm.
and the plan to do it. On the 20%, when you have the money, it goes fast. That's why you pass by and you say, oh, this was empty land. And after 2 months, they have a building there. What is going on?
Mm.
Because of the mindset. Because
Yeah.
of the mindset. So thank you for your input.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Dr. Nadu. Appreciate. Go
You're
ahead,
welcome.
Queen Jacqueline Warner.
Thank you so much, Dr. Derrick. Thank you for this amazing platform. And thank you for those 15 mindsets, different mindsets. But the last two is, I think, are very important to each and every one of us to have an added mindset of gratitude, because having that, being grateful, and like you said, for just waking up in the morning, opening your eyes to a new day with new mercies, with new opportunities. That's something to definitely be grateful for, because we get to do, if we didn't get to do something yesterday, we definitely have another opportunity to do it today. And so we need to be grateful for what we truly have, no matter how little or how big it may be. We need to be grateful for it. And I just to piggyback a little bit on the ghetto. Um, I think not everybody, but I know in New York, I grew up a little bit, I guess, around the ghetto because I wasn't in the best of neighborhoods. But I think basically what helped me to, even if I interacted with those people that were ghetto, that you set boundaries for yourself. So even if you go into the lion's den, at least you have a limit, or you set, like I said, boundaries, so you don't go to the limits where you're taking drugs or stealing or doing the things that people in the ghetto tend to do. Also, the number 15, the being having a confident mindset. We need confidence, and I like the fact that you say, sometimes if we're shy. I remember when I started out speaking, doing presentation for my other business. I was kind of I was like worried about the products, and this, not the CEO, but our leader. She said, focus on the presentation and not the products. And so that's where I started doing presentation, and I became more confident in myself and able to deliver. So confidence plays a major role our mind, in our mindset. We need to be confident in everything that we do, even raising our families or just going on an interview. You have to be confident before you get there, because you can't get the confidence after. You have to have the confidence before. So thank you for those amazing 15 mindset. We really appreciate you. And thanks again for this amazing platform.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much,
You're
Queen
welcome.
Jacqueline Warner. And I notice you have a lot of urn behind you, lot of urns. Okay, I hope I'm still here. All right, go ahead, Queen Dr. T.
Thank you, Dr. Derek. You just brought it home. You brought it home, and you always hit it right on the nail. And remember, if you recall, on Tuesday I talked about the importance of gratitude, and you
Hmm.
just reiterate that. You can't go through anything without understanding how important it is to be thankful. I mean, if you don't learn anything else, like what Dr. Derek was teaching with JW, myself, if you don't learn anything from this platform, the most important principle is to be thankful. Like I made mention of the children of Israel. That was one of the main reasons, outside of idolatry, was one of the main reasons that it took them 40 years to get to the promised land, when it took a 3-day trip, because they were ungrateful. They didn't recognize what God was doing in their lives. So therefore, it's like they had to learn the lesson over and over again. So when we get to a place in our lives where we understand all that we have to be blessed, we're blessed. We are so blessed, because we could be in Gaza. You want to be over in Gaza? We could be over there. We could be in another state where they have tornadoes. We could be there if you want to think about it. So I mean, my day, every day, I thank God, even for the little thing. Thank God for your electricity coming on. Yes, I said it. Thank God for your electricity coming on. Thank God for your running water. Because there are countries, and that's Queen Debbie. Hey, there are countries who don't have water. They don't have wells. They don't have good water. So we have so much to be thankful for. So Dr. Derek, you always talk about mindset. This platform is phenomenal, and like you said, you bring people out. You allow people to explore their talents. You're exploring people to develop and truly walk in their purpose because of this platform. So I am so extremely grateful, and I love you too. I love all of you, and I'm just in awe that God has opened up this opportunity for all of us. So thank you so much for allowing me to share, and God bless all of you. Thank you.
All right, wonderful. Thank you very much, Queen Dr. T. Really appreciate you also. Love you also. Okay, wonderful. All right. So at this time, we are going to go into a second dose. A second dose of the mindset. Um, and so, as she said, just said it a while ago, that she is a international inspirational speaker, and she also said just a while ago that she's an entrepreneur. And she also said just a while ago, she maybe not realize that she's saying these things, but, but she said just a while ago that she had her own talk show. She have her own talk show. And so she's a host for her own talk show. She didn't say this though. She's a grandmother. She didn't say that a while ago, but yes, she is a grandmother. And she became confident after repetition. She just said that, you see, there's a lot of things people say when they speak, and a lot of people don't understand that they say these things, all right, especially when it is repetitious, all right, and repetition deepens impression. So the more you do something negative, is the more it is going to be ingrained in you. So the more you do something positive, is the more it is going to be ingrained in you. And so we just want to thank our one and only Queen Jacqueline Warner, who is going to continue on the mindset at this time with health, because without health, there can be no wealth. Health promotes wealth. Rich is not wealth, and health is the best part of wealth. And so we are also going to be deep diving at this time with Queen Jacqueline Warner. Over to you.
Thank you so much, King Dr. Derek. Like I said before, thanks for this amazing. We are truly grateful for it. For all these years, you have been uplifting us, empowering us with so many different topics from so many different leaders. So we appreciate this platform. And I love each and every one of you. And I love you too, Dr. Derek. And to the brand ambassadors, thank you so much for your support. Every Thursday, every Tuesday, every Sunday, I appreciate each and every one of you and wish all the best in everything that you do. And we're going to thank Mr. Ashma Farah for bringing us along on this amazing journey and making it possible. Just like our Heavenly Father, that without Him, none of this we won't be here with one another. We won't be uplifted. We won't even know each other. So thank our Heavenly Father for illustrating all this and putting it all together and using Mr. Ashma Farah to give us this amazing opportunity. Anyway, tonight I'm just going to continue with the last 3 of the 10 ways that we can activate self-healing. I think I will bring it all home at the end. I will recap at the end, but I'm going to start with a healing mindset. Here we go, a healing mindset. Again, mindset plays a major role in all our lives, in every aspect of life. We need our mind. It's the most powerful tool that we have, that God has created us with, for us to think, for us to do the right things, for us to be confident, for us to be successful. So mindset plays a major role, and it also plays a major role when it comes to healing. The mind is the gateway to the body, actually. It's a healing mindset is essential for activating the body's natural ability to recover. Unfortunately, modern medicine focuses primarily on treatment, not healing. And we know that because we see so many of our loved ones, our friends, or even strangers that suffer from diabetes, hypertension, cancer, and many other medical conditions or chronic diseases, you would say. So it offers diagnosis and medication, but often fails to uncover our or address the root causes of our problem or or issues. So we are educated in sickness, not in health. That's why we have sick care and not health care. Okay. So we are conditioned to become a lifelong patient instead of being empowered to heal. So cultivating a healing mindset involves transforming our thoughts, our habits, and environment. It means becoming conscious of what we eat, what we apply to our bodies, and how we move, and the spaces we occupy. So, with this shift in mentality, nature becomes a healer, food becomes medicine, and a lifestyle becomes therapy. So, we can see that just having a healing mindset can help us to heal our own self, where we wouldn't need medication. We won't need physicians unless it's absolutely necessary. So, having a healing mindset is of utmost important for each and every one of us to have a healthy lifestyle. Number 9 is spending time in nature. And sometimes we don't do that enough because of our hectic schedules, or we're too busy, or we're probably just too tired. We can't do nothing else after a 9 to 5. So that's to show you that that from Monday to Friday, it actually just makes you weak. So those 7 days is just devastating. You can't wait for the weekend to come, to unwind, to relax, to just don't do anything, because of those 5, and some people is 7 days of work. Sometimes people are working 2 jobs or 3 jobs. I met people in New York. They were working 2 and 3 jobs just to put their kids through school. And I was thinking about, how do they get rest? Where does the rest come in? What they are destroying themselves without even knowing it. Self-destruction. So nature is also a powerful healer. Even in the coldest environments like New York City in the winter, nature is still present. Not because it's so cold that I can't go outside. I can't look out the window. I can't get some sunshine. I can't take a stroll. But yes, we can. You can take a stroll through Central Park. You get exposure to sunlight or growing indoor plants. All connect us back to the earth. Practices like forest bathing have been scientifically shown to reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and boost immune function. Immersing ourselves in natural environments allow us to reconnect with our essence. Nature doesn't rush, yet everything is accomplished, just like healing. And number 10, adopting a whole food, plant-based lifestyle. What we eat and what we put in our bodies is of extreme importance. We might not think, oh, I just get a quick snack, or I just get a donut, a cup of coffee. I remember in New York City rushing off to work. A lot of us stop at these little shops. People would get danishes, croissant, and all kind of different snacks before getting to work. And most of the time, they were not healthy because we wasn't thinking about unhealthy, that the food was processed and the things was unhealthy. We were not thinking of anything like that. We were just thinking of, hey, let's get a quick bite to eat before getting to work, because we know once we're there, that's a done deal. It's all about work until lunchtime. So what we consume directly impacts our health. A whole food, plant-based lifestyle provides the body with clean, natural nourishment that it recognizes, digests, and utilizes efficiently. Unlike processed and chemical-laden foods, whole foods cleanse and repair and replenish. Processed foods often comes in boxes, cans, or bags and contain harmful chemical like pesticides and artificial estrogens that disrupt our hormones and microbiome, leading to disease. So the body cannot properly eliminate what it doesn't recognize, because you know why? It has to recognize the food that it recognizes. It can't get rid of before the food that it does not recognize, and that's what's caused clogging of our systems. So we need to be very conscious and mindful. Yes, it might look good, yes, it might taste good, but is it good? That's going to be the question to ourselves. Is what we put in our bodies, is it really good? Is it nourishing our bodies, or is it destroying our bodies? So we got to really um, take charge when it comes to the food we put in our system, the lotions and creams that we use, the cosmetics, the perfumes. All these things play a role when it comes to toxicity. So a natural diet supports detoxification and it promotes healing from the inside out. Now, this is just a bonus: quality sleep and stress reduction. While all other self-healing practices are conscious and active, healing truly happens during rest. If we're up and moving, nothing takes place because everything is working. But when we sleep, that's when the body regenerates itself. So quality sleep is when the body regenerates and restores itself. Many people confuse time in bed with actual sleep quality. However, only deep restorative sleep allows the body to heal. When you go to the doctor or when you admitted into the hospital, what you do when you get there, you rest. You actually rest. You almost like you're bedridden. The only time you probably get up is to go to the restroom or sit up to eat a meal. But you're actually just resting. And that's when healing takes place. Stress interferes with sleep. So you keeping the body in a state of anxiety and preventing rest. When we're stressed out, when we're filled with anxiety, healing doesn't take place whatsoever. So practicing good sleep, hygiene, and managing stress are foundational to self-healing. An honest reflection on our past habits or diets, movement, rest, and stress levels reveals where we must improve. So in 2025, let's aim for greatness, not moderation, in our self-care. Because if we're moderate about our health, we're going to be moderate about everything else. We're going to be moderate about our goals. We're going to be moderate on how we do things. We're going to have a moderate mindset. And that is not healthy whatsoever. Okay? So I'm just going to not revise, but conclude the 10 ways to activate self-healing. Number one is fasting. Giving the digestive system a break allows the body to reset, repair, and detoxify. Fasting activates cellular regeneration and is foundational to healing. Number two was stimulating stem cell growth. Fasting, proper nutrition, and specific practices stimulate the body's natural ability to generate tissue and heal through stem cell activation. Number three was correcting deficiency. A lot of us are deficient and some of us are totally unaware. But there's lab tests that when you go for your annual physical, that if you research, you can have your physician add it to your lab form before going and getting your labs done. And then you can find out overall, not just specific for their sake, but for your sake. The lab test should not only be for the physician to make sure that the liver is correct and the medication that you're taking is not destroying your liver or your pancreas or whatever. But then you will get, when you find out or research the tests that will give an overall um where you're deficient at or what you need to concentrate on what is going on in the body. Those are the things that we need to do for ourselves. We can't let everything let them dictate everything to us, like we don't have a brain, a mind of our own. And so we have to educate ourselves and know how to work with the system that's already in place. So replenishing vital nutrients like vitamins, minerals, and enzyme is critical. Without correcting the deficiencies, the body cannot function optimally or heal. Number 4 is herbal detoxification, using nature's medicine, such as herbs and botanicals. It supports the liver, the kidneys, the lymphatic system in eliminating toxins safely and effectively. And that's why our Heavenly Father said the herbs are for the healing of the nation. We got this crazy vine here in St. Martin. They call it Coralita. They even named the road Coralita because there's so much of it growing. Well, on Sunday, I think my pastor was saying his wife had a terrible dry cough, and someone recommended the Coralita bush for them to drink, and she drank it, and the dry cough was gone. Let me tell you, it's a disgusting weed, but it has medicinal properties. Isn't that something? So God made He gave us everything. And the things we're going through is because we're disobedient. We're not taking heed. We're not taking heed to His word. We're not taking heed to the information that we're so privileged to have through to the internet. You know, we looked at the internet as something bad in the beginning, but look, there's good and bad in everything. Take the good, leave the bad. Okay. The next one was healing. Number 5 was healing unresolved traumas. That's emotional wounds that we suffered throughout our childhood, or parents or teachers or just people in general, you know? So emotional wounds and mental stress often manifest as physical illness. Addressing and releasing unresolved traumas allows the body to heal at its deepest level. So, in other words, if we hold on to things, traumas, we prevent healing. And then we want to know what's going on. Now, the doctors don't know. We don't know because we never address those traumas that we experience throughout our childhood, even into adulthood. So, in order for the body to heal, we need to get rid of unresolved traumas. Healing the gut, number 6. Gut is the foundation of our health. So restoring the gut integrity through natural foods, probiotics, and lifestyle changes boosts immunity and reduce inflammation, which our body is always full of: inflammation and mucus, the two that breeds havoc on our immune system. Number 7, activating healing through sauna and heat. So that's infrared saunas and heat therapy. It stimulates circulation, it supports detox, it reduces inflammation, and it promotes relaxation, all of which enhance healing. So from getting a little heat from the sun is good. It's free, it's natural, it's healing, It's a natural hormone that our body can recognize and can absorb to help our body to function effectively and heal. So don't run from the sun. Protect yourself, wear long sleeves, a little cap, your sunshades, and get out there for 15 to a half an hour and get the sun. It's free. You don't have to go to the pharmacy to get vitamin D. And a good thing also on your lab work, make sure you check for your vitamin D. It's usually D25. Check and make sure that you're getting enough vitamin D. And the lab will tell you the percentage that you have in your body, and you yourself will know by your labs if you need to increase it. Because sometimes it's more to the beginning than in the farther part of the amount that you need in your body. So you know the range. So you will know how much you need and how much you don't have within your body. And of course, it brought it back to the healing mindset, spending time in nature, and adopting. Um, and since I'm here now, I might as well go to the closing thoughts one time. Healing is not a miracle, it's a choice. Every day we are given the opportunity to reclaim our power through self care. The body is designed to heal, but it requires our participation. Whether it's the food we eat, the thoughts we think, or the environment we place ourselves in, everything matters. We must stop living in moderation when it comes to health and start living in abundance. Let's give 100% to our healing, regardless of our background or our circumstances, as we move forward in 2025 and beyond. May we walk confidently in the direction of wellness, guided by self love, self worth, and the divine wisdom placed within our bodies. This is not just about avoiding diseases. This is about thriving and experiencing life fully, just as God intended it for each and every one of us. I thank you so much for your listening ear. I hope this information will rest peacefully in your heart, confidently in your heart, and that we will start healing ourselves and taking some of these tips into consideration along the journey of a healthy lifestyle. Thank you so much and appreciate each and every one of you.
All right, all right, wonderful. Thank you very much, Queen Jacqueline Warner, and you already give your closing already. You are very proactive now. All right, wonderful.
What time?
All right, thank you very much. Go ahead,
You're
Queen
welcome.
Dr. T.
Exceptional, excellent presentation,
Thank
Queen
you so
JW. And
much.
I am so happy that you decided to take the challenge and come out of your comfort zone because you are an exceptional contribution to this platform. So I
Thank you
really do
so much.
appreciate you. So much valuable information. We love you and appreciate you. Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
so
sharing,
much.
JW.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you too. We appreciate you and we love you also for all that you do for this platform also.
Mm,
Thank you so much.
wonderful. Thank you both, uh, both Queen Jacqueline Warner and Queen Dr. Tunisha Ford. You have uplifted the deep dive to a higher heights in all that you do and all that you divulge, all the presentation. Because I know it's not an easy thing to put these presentation together, but you do it so flawlessly, and I am sure it is to the acceptance of all those that hear on this platform. Really appreciate,
Amen.
really appreciate. And
Thank you so much. We
beautiful.
appreciate you.
You're welcome. All right. Thank you very much. Any other? Yes, Queen Dr. T. Okay. Any other comments, anyone? Any other comments or all right, so Queen Jacqueline Warner already gave her closing, and so I will do I will I will now do the same. All right, wonderful, very proactive lady. All right, so I'll do the same. Um, the mind, as I said, and I will say this over and over, the mindset is the most important thing in life. It's more important than money because if you don't have the right mindset, you're not going to do very well with money. You're just not. And it has been proven over and over and over again. Just look at persons who win the lotto. That's a quick example. They weren't ready for it. They really weren't ready. And that's why 9%, 90% of persons that win the lotto don't have anything to show. Not even a dime. Some of them commit suicide and end up in a prison and all those things and hook on drugs because their mindset wasn't correct. So let us get the one thing, yes, thumbs up, Queen Rosanna, the one thing in life that you have some control, the majority of control that you have is with your mindset, right? What are your set of beliefs that is governing you? What is directing you? What are your belief system that direct your flow? Very important. And so, thank you very much for allowing me to speak, and thank you, Queen Jacqueline Warner, for your mindset, and I thank you all, our queens and our kings on this platform and on the YouTube, for joining us. And we are already in the midst of the year. It's like almost in the blink of an eye, the year half already. So listen, it's no time to waste. Let us use time wisely. Let me say that again. Let us use time wisely. Thank you very much, one and all. And at this time, we just want to officially thank those on the YouTube. Really appreciate you all. Thank you very much for joining us and being with us. And we will see you next week, where we come once again Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Also, come Sunday, Dream Team, Dream with Dr. P, Sunday at 12:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. All right, so please come out in your numbers and listen to another wonderful of these type of programs. And so thank you all very much. Really appreciate you all. And you do have yourself a wonderful rest of the week and a fabulous, loving weekend. Don't overdo it and keep safe and healthy. Over to you, Queen Dr. Nadu, for our after party.